Good morning, Spartans. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Spartans. This is the morning announcements. I'm Stephen Watson. Before we begin, let's take a moment of silence. This is Autism Awareness Week. Here are some things you may not know. Being social with ASD, another way a person with autism can uniquely contribute their talents to the world, is by sharing how they experience the world. Autistic people often learn how to work through problems independently, while a child may require more alone time and personal space. Their logical approach to communicating can aid them in staying focused on their goals. Famous people with autism spectrum disorder. Now that we have reviewed some factors that can help someone with ASD rise to the top in a particular field, let's look at some of the most famous people who have either claimed to be autistic or thought to be on the autism spectrum by modern-day experts. First up, Albert Einstein, scientist and mathematician. Many speculate that Albert Einstein would be diagnosed as neurodivergent today. There are accounts that describe him as a loner, difficult to communicate with, and highly focused for decades on a single problem. Number 2, Dan Aykroyd, actor and screenwriter. Dan Aykroyd is the best known for his acting role in Ghostbusters, released in 1984. Many do not know that he also helped to write the film. He was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a term not used in official diagnosis today. In the 80s, and says, "One of my symptoms included my obsession with ghosts and law enforcement." Number 3, Anthony Hopkins, actor. Anthony Hopkins has won many awards for his exceptional acting skills. He was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome as a child. His traits include obsessive thinking, difficulty navigating relationships, and looking at people with a unique context. Number 4, Tim Burton, movie director. While it's unconfirmed that Tim Burton has autism, his longtime partner Helena Bonham Carter has implied that she believes he does. She says he has a unique perspective and that he gets hyper-focused to the extent that he no longer hears what is happening around him. Number 5, Charles Darwin, naturalist, geologist, and biologist. It is believed that Charles Darwin had autism spectrum disorder. He was known to be a very quiet and keep to himself kind of person. He also preferred to express himself through writing rather than verbal communication. He was also hyper-focused on his interests. Number 6, Emily Dickinson. Author experts claim Emily Dickinson would qualify as having autism. She was very reserved at all times. Additionally, she strategically maintained a fundamental yet ritualistic way of dressing. It is said that she felt more comfortable interacting with kids rather than adults. Number 7, Bob Fischer, master chess player. Bob Fischer is known as a grandmaster and world chess champion, and many believe he would have been diagnosed with autism. Due to a need to structure social experiences, he did not interact well with others, and was famously singularly focused on his chess games only. Number 8, Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft Corporation. There has been much commentary in well-known publications that Bill Gates has autism. He sometimes displays a rocking motion, monotone speech pattern, and struggles to maintain eye contact. He also is well known for not caring about opinions other than his own, and yet the impact he had on the world through Microsoft is undeniable, and he is among the top 5 richest people in the world. Number 9, Michelangelo, sculptor, painter, architect, and poet. The genius of the Renaissance Michelangelo was born in 1475 before autism was a consideration. He is said to have intense fixations on his work. He also struggled with emotional regulation, relationships, and required structure at all times. Number 10. Sir Isaac Newton. Mathematician, astronomer, and a physicist. Newton was known to isolate himself from others as much as possible due to interpersonal relationship difficulties. He did not socialize much and was considered to be very awkward. Number 11. Satoshi Tajiri, creator of Pokemon. Tajiri's restrictive interest growing up involved an intense fascination with bugs and arcade games. He later expanded this interest as an adult by creating the first Pokemon video game for Nintendo. Today, Pokemon is a worldwide phenomenon. Tajiri has said that he wanted his games to give kids the same thrill of collecting things that he had when he was collecting bugs. Number 12. Elon Musk, an entrepreneur. In 2021, while hosting Saturday Night Live, Elon Musk announced that he was on the autism spectrum. He said that he is the first person with Asperger's to host the show. While his statement drew controversy from the autism community, Musk's ability to focus on projects and his quest for perfection have led to many unique innovations. Musk is one of the wealthiest people in the world with a net worth of over $150 billion. Embracing autism clearly, a diagnosis of autism does not mean that autistic people can't be just as successful as neurotypical people. ABA therapy is not about changing people with autism. It's about building up those inherent strengths and developing critical life skills. Women of Tomorrow, field trip to Palm Beach State University, Friday, April 5th, 2024, 8 a.m., required an advance signed paperwork. SADD meeting will be facilitated on Thursday, April 4th, 2024, at 3 p.m. in the Media Center. Don't forget that your elections, nominations, recommendations are required prior to the meeting. The Students Against Destructive Decisions are invited everyone to our SADD introduction, Tuesday, April 16th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Parents and friends are invited too. There will be a cheerleading interest meeting this Friday at 3 p.m. by the Rotunda. Anyone interested in cheering next year should attend. Thank you. This has been your morning announcements. That will be all.